This we winning, man, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Yeah, I got some houses. Yeah, I got some whips. Yeah, I get a whole thing and bust it down to temps. I get paid.
All right, so we got the one and only WeWinninMan jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, bro.
What up, dog?
I'm feeling good. How you feeling today, too, bro?
I'm feeling good as hell. A little tired from the trip, but shit, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, you say you drove down here from Flint, and then after the interview, you going straight back.
Man, we're going straight back, bro. And I'm finna tell you something crazy. That shit, like I said, that shit really wasn't even no hectic. I don't know what it is. This one trip really wasn't that hectic. I could drive to Ohio and be ready to fall asleep.
For real?
Man, that shit, I'm talking about, I did the whole, when I texted, I made it. I drove directly and made it to Georgia and fell asleep. So I made it here about 6 this morning.
Okay.
So it went cool.
Shoot.
Yeah, we were.
So, and do you be coming down to Atlanta
I
often?
mean, yeah, we move around everywhere. You feel me? Like, we everywhere with it. West Coast, shit everywhere with it. So, I mean, it's really like, I play Florida a little harder than Atlanta, but I mean, it's cool.
Yeah. And who you got sitting up there with you today, too, man?
That's my Uncle D-Boy. That's the world famous D-Boy. The other half of world famous, what I got going on. We winning, man.
I see y'all got a bunch of music together.
Yeah, I mean, it's my uncle, so like I said, my name, I mean, I done changed my name so many times, but it used to be the world famous JR. So, world famous JR, the world famous D-Boy, but we still use the same tag. So like, the tag say world famous.
Yep.
And he used the same tag, I use the same tag. If you know, it's differences in the tag, but for the most part, that's my other partner, so, with my partner, that's the other dude that's making it happen with me, so.
And why have you changed your name so many times, man? And does it get difficult each time you rebrand?
Man, no, it's crazy. It's like I had to change my name for real because what was happening was, for a long time, in the way we had the world famous JR, it was spelt so, man, that shit was so bunched together so long, man, couldn't nobody find my music. Man, imagine you hear a song and you trying to figure out what this dude's name is, and it's a damn, as soon as you see it, it's this long, no matter where you see it at, you like, hell no, you give up.
Because you had the J and the R spelled out, it wasn't just JR.
Man, that shit was the world famous JAYARE. That shit took so long for motherfucker to catch on. Then what ended up happening after that, once I did change my name, because I simplified it all the way and just came with the R, man, a whole nother motherfucker was getting my music and was registering the music, and they was getting all the streams. Damn. And I'm like, hell no. So I was like, back in the day, him and my other uncle, he was always making the music, but my other uncle on there, and he said, "WeWinninMan," and it just always stuck with me. So I'm like, you know what? I know ain't nobody got this motherfucker name. We're gonna go with WeWinnin', but it was WeWinninMan R before it was WeWinninMan, because I still had the R attached to it. But then that shit got to looking like it was too much.
For real?
Yeah. Then when I made the distribution account, all the letters was lowercase, and it wouldn't let me change it. So I'm like, you know what, I'm straight, dog. We're just gonna scratch this shit and make it WeWinninMan. So it's WeWinninMan, and we ain't changing that motherfucker. You still can call me R, everybody know me as JR and all that, but fuck that, WeWinninMan.
this one we riding with.
We ride with this one, bro. We ride with this one. WeWinninMan, we ride with this one for sure.
For sure, bro. So man, let's go ahead and dive into the story. Okay. Born and raised in Flint, is that right?
Born and raised in Flint,
okay.
Sure.
So for people that never been to Flint, man, how would you describe the culture, the way of life up there, bro?
You know, it's so crazy. It's like, from being from Flint, we kind of be downplaying it a little bit because we're around, but then when we get out of bounds, you kind of see like, damn, we actually got little shit that work out for us. So, I mean, it ain't, just put it like this, it's ugly as hell, let's just get that out the way. So it ain't no pretty sight. We ain't got no buildings downtown for you to just be like, oh shit, this where we finna come to. I mean, you got a bunch of street life, for real, everybody trying to make it. You got a handful of people that kind of set themselves aside than the rest of the people, you know what I'm saying? So, because Flint was, this where everybody came from to start a new life back in the day, you know what I'm saying? This where the auto plants was. So this where everybody came and migrated to get their money on. But once you took the plants away, shit, everything gone. Foreclosing on homes, everything, the drugs come in. So now you got people getting killed, and now motherfuckers going to jail, and it's just like a cycle that keep on repeating. And if it's already a small ass place, shit, 25% damage doing a lot to it, let alone shit 95%. So I mean the atmosphere is just it's fucked up for real, but you learn how to survive for sure.
Yeah. And you still live in Flint today, right?
Well, yeah, I stay on the outskirts of Flint, but
Okay,
yeah, we
okay.
definitely in Flint. We do all the business in Flint,
Yeah.
but for sure.
So why still stay around that area? Consider you could probably go wherever you want to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you why. It's the environment still. Like for instance, like I got a studio. Well, my home studio. Well, not my home studio, but my home base studio for WeWinninMan Records. I got a whole house and it's completely the studio. And it's like I don't care what studio I go to, I don't catch that same vibe as I catch in this studio. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you kind of just be around certain things to just keep you in that element to make the music. Cause I know I go out west. Shit, the beats gonna sound a little different. They gonna have a little bit more vibe on them versus even if I'm, you know what I'm saying, if I'm down in Florida, it's feeling a little different just cause I'm seeing the suns and the palm trees at the crib. All I see is old ass oak trees that's barely living. So that shit had a little bit of grit on you and a little, you know what I'm saying? It kind of just help you stay in that mode to make hard ass music and keep you a little bit grounded to where you see, you could touch the people so you see exactly what's going on and how everybody reacted to what you got going on.
Yeah.
So that's why we work out that way.
And what's it been like watching the Flint music scene explode like it has, the last 5 years or
I
something?
mean, the crazy part is it's an inspiration to everybody in Flint because you gotta think, I'm telling you, fuck what you gotta think. We ain't seen nothing major happen in Flint. You know what I'm saying? We had the Dayton family from back in the days and shit, and don't get me wrong, that was major, but what happened in the recent is major to the world seeing what's going on and the world know what's going on. Even, you know, so we got key players that, you know what I'm saying, actually got a name. So, I mean, it's good shit. I want to bite of that shit. So, Breed, you ain't bullshitting. Breed, another big one. You know, he was right with Pac. So, I mean, like I say, we ain't had nothing big happen since then. So it's just like, to see all this shit happen and see the same motherfuckers that was fucked up turn into somebody, it's like, okay, yeah, we can do this shit. We can touch this shit for real. So, I mean, it's a good deal.
Yeah, it's like you guys beat the odds because when you think about it, Flint's such a small place. And like you said, there's really no opportunities there
listen.
for it to be worldwide famous like it is now.
That shit crazy, bro. Like I said, it's only 70,000 people there. And you got to think, 30,000 of them old people. So then, shit, the other 20,000 kids and babies. So you left with 10, 15,000 of them motherfuckers in our age range. So it's like, everything is like, don't get me wrong. It's like using Flint. Because it's like, people know you from a place that most people can't survive and, you know, you just develop so many ways and so much stuff from being in this place that it's like you like being from there, but you just don't really want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like I'm in Florida all the time. I don't like how they cook food. I'd rather wait and get to the crib and eat the food. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of different stuff, like tacos. People don't even eat tacos the same way we eat. Like, people from Detroit don't even eat tacos the same way we eat tacos. Like, it's a lot of different little shit that we got going on that had you like, no, I gotta get to the crib. Even we could come from some place that was pretty as hell and be like, shit, I was ready to get back to the crib. Like, I feel good as hell. Like, it's like that kind of deal. So don't get me wrong, when I say it's fucked up, the majority is fucked up, but it's still like, my cribs ain't fucked up, his cribs ain't fucked up. Like, you got key players that live amongst, you know what I'm saying, and it ain't that fucked up, but for the most part, as a whole, it is fucked up, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have no opportunities to let you go find them opportunities. Ain't nobody shining no light to say, hey, it's some talent right here, cuz check this out. So that's why I'm on the road driving 12 hours to go say, hey, it's somebody else up here, let's let y'all know, it's WeWinninMan. And that's why we down here making it happen, so.
No, understood, man. And going to your childhood, like what were you into as a kid? Were you always doing music? Were you playing sports?
Music, fuck sports. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. I'm gonna tell you the craziest shit, bro. You know how many, all I do is wear fitted hats. Ain't shit wrong with my hair, ain't shit, I ain't got no bald spots, no nothing. Oh, I've been wearing fitted. My son wear fitted hats to sleep. Like this is just like this is what we do. Like our family, my old dude, we just you know what I'm saying. We come fitted hats. So
I'm the same way. I wear fitted.
So
every
long
day,
story short, I be having starter jackets on, all type of shit. A motherfucker come out, yeah, good game. I'm like, man, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Don't get me wrong. Boxing, I watch boxing. That's a sport I will watch. But man, I don't give a fuck about no basketball. I don't give a fuck about no football. I see all these Indianimals out here right now. They going crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? Man, y'all crazy. But nevertheless, I ain't never gave a fuck. It's always been music and cars. That's me. Okay. So I got old schools, big boy whips, all that. Like I like cars, big shit, not no little boy shit. I like old schools. I don't give a fuck really about no new cars. I got the new cars, but I like old schools. I was a more controlled car kind of dude, and learning to make beats like Unc. He older, so he always had the equipment in the studios and all that shit. So, you know, I'm soaking some of that shit up, but still, he on uncle time. I'm a little boy, so I'm still, all right, I'm finna learn this shit, I'm finna learn this shit, I'm finna learn this shit. So, what ended up happening, I just got so cold with that shit for real. Niggas had to come in, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna tell you something. So, like, it's crazy. I was gonna bring my MPC, and I was gonna have that on the stage with me, but I'm like, man, I ain't got time to be watching my back, having my goddamn MPC in the car.
Especially in Atlanta, man.
Especially in Atlanta. So I'm like, you know what? Nah, we gonna talk about it. Fuck it. So, long story short, Unc always had the MPCs and the keyboards and shit, but I ain't get to start off like that. I started off soaking that up, but I started off on Fruity Loops. Okay. But Fruity Loops just had taught me kind of like the basics of what he was doing with the MPCs. I didn't really I could hear the difference between what he was doing versus how that shit sounded on Fruity Loops. So, long story short, I'm finna give it to y'all raw. I begged him for an MPC. He had, what's that, was the 2000 or 2500 you had bought? 1000. No, not that's the one I got. What's the one that you bought? So he had came 2000, so he got a 1000 just sitting on his equipment desk forever. I'm steady begging him, Unc, let me get that, let me get that. He hit me off, like I said, I'm nephew, so he man gone somewhere. So long story short.
How old were you at the time when you got it?
Shit, about 12, probably 12, 13. Oh, shit. He coming with it though, so long as he playing me to the, I'm talking about he playing me to the left for real on it. So one day he tell me I could get it. He tell me I can have the MPC 1000. Oh, I lost my brain. So I take it to the crib, but this how he do with me. That was the most craziest shit. I'm steady calling him to ask him how to use it. He hanging the phone up on me. I'm steady, I'm like, how you do this? Hang the phone up. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? Long story short, I said, you know what, fuck it. I started figuring that shit out myself. I got so cold, he had to start asking me how the fuck I was doing certain shit on this bitch. So it was like, my whole childhood been music, soaking up music. I probably wouldn't have no tattoos if it wasn't for no music. Everything been surrounded by music. Now what I will say, I had kids early as hell, so that kind of had put a dent in me networking with my music. And Unc had the legs for a lot of shit, so I was always peddling in my beats through Unc. So I always stayed dealing with players, or even if it wasn't players, up and coming players. So when it come down to like the Flint scene and music and everything, since childhood, they know what's going on with me. Ain't nobody gonna say no difference. It's music, cars, simple. No sports, oh, dogs too. Dogs. Yeah, I'm about the only nigga I knew that had a dog for real. Like, you know that wave that popped up with the bullies, and I'm a nigga that had pit bulls out the gate since I was a little nigga. Pit bull, ears cropped, everything. That's how I'm coming, so. To answer the question, to sum it up, cars, music, and dogs.
Okay. When would you say you jumped off the porch? How were you at the time?
Man, I had my first baby at 16, and I was way off the porch before that. So, I jumped off the porch. All right. My mama 13 years older than me, my daddy 14 years older than me. And, you know, it's always been
so they had you young.
You feel me? They jumped off the porch early, so imagine me jumping off the porch from them. So long story short, I probably jumped off the porch. I ain't gonna lie, on some real shit, jumping off the porch, I was just a smart ass advanced kid, so I kinda really never was on the porch for real. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like really turning into who I need to turn into, 14. I left and moved to Arizona.
You moved to Arizona?
Yeah, my granny we had relocated. She had relocated to Arizona. That's his mama. This my uncle. my old dude mama, she had moved to Arizona, so shit, I had took off for her at 14. I'm like, you know what, I ain't even trying to, I've been advanced as hell my whole life, so I'm like, I ain't even really trying to play it around Flint, I'm finna go to Arizona. So then you get all of that soaked into what's going on. But then I left, came back to Michigan, that's when I had the kids and all that shit. And then that's when it got super real. One night, I'm out the crib, it's strict, no porch. Let's figure this shit out. So after that, like I say, I end up going back out to Arizona because I went to college. So I'm an audio engineer as well. I'm certified. We went to, he graduated too. We went to CRAS, it's a school out of Arizona, located in Gilbert, Arizona, Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences. So we finished that up. And the whole thing, I never went to school to engineer nobody else's shit. I went to make sure my shit was crispy. He went because he had a headache and he had to go make sure it was either that or some other shit. So he went to school. So long story short, we had to go to school and that shit made us way better. Like we already knew, it was like we already was making the craft, we just ain't understand what we was doing. So when going to school, it helped us understand the fundamentals of this shit for real. So if anybody hear my music and trying to figure out why it sound the way it sound or why it's crispy and why everything is just coming the way it's coming, it's because there's some science behind that shit.
Did you move back to Michigan after school then?
Yeah, I moved back. Actually, we had went out to California and for an internship and stayed out there for a little minute, but like I said, I had my kids, so, and I ain't just had one, I had two. I know, right? So I had came back and was with my kids and like I said, got into life, but I always stayed dealing with the music because even if I would, I ain't had to deal with a lot of shit. And like I said, he older than me, so he was moving more direct on with his career. I was sitting back with the kids, so Unc always was making moves regardless for if I was making them or not. So I still was making moves no matter what was going on. So yeah, I moved back to Michigan and to be honest, if I wouldn't have moved back to Michigan, shit, I don't know, Michigan just make you a certain different person, bro. It just, I don't know, it's like we on our own little island, so it's just a little different. Yeah, it's like there's no place like home, so you just like Michigan for real.
And were you already rapping too? Like you were making beats and engineering and rapping at the same time back then?
I've been doing this shit. It started off, like I say, I started off rapping I can't even say started off rap. I started off with the beats. I always made beats with my mouth and I like all of that. I was always doing that, but it was like, it was like old 80s beats, the Simpsons shit just used to hit me and that shit used to sound so hard. Then like I said, I'm around my old dude, I'm around Unc, I'm around so much music and subs. Like I like subs, I like bass. So I'm around that shit my whole life. So it's just like, it's always been, man, I don't know what to say about it. It's just always been music and beats and first, and then I had got a VTech computer, and that's when I started writing the raps down. Then after I started writing the raps, it was like I had the little tape player recorders, so I would hook up that next to the pianos and have a little melody going and then rapping on it, and you know what I'm saying, that's where it started at. But then, like I say, I used to record with him, but he moved down to the A on me, so I had to go buy my own equipment. Once I bought my own equipment, that's when I got to really record myself, but it was cool, it sounded decent. I was going off the relative sound that I was getting with him, so it was cool. I started off with Pro Tools and all that, so it wasn't like it was just cheesy. But as I progressed, I got to hearing the difference, and that shit got to sounding crazy, so I'm like, we gotta figure this shit out. So before I went to school, I was already thought I was engineering. I was recording and making it sound good, long story short. And some songs would sound better than other songs. So when I went to school, we understood the fundamentals of everything, and now everything gonna sound good. So.
You be recording for other artists now too, or?
Man, I'm straight. We ain't doing that no more, bro.
But you used to.
I used to for sure, but I'm not sitting there.
Bro, engineers are so undervalued and so disrespected at times.
Listen, it's so crazy. I was just talking about, man, motherfucker got mad because I fell asleep on him one time. And I'm like, bro, that shit really wasn't what I was trying to hear. And it wasn't even really that too much. It's like, who the fuck finna be high as hell, tired as hell, sitting here, keep on hitting the space bar, deleting some shit, keep on, you ain't in your bag, you gotta think of some shit to say. Oh, man, all that motherfucker need to be motherfuckers be needing to have the lights off. It's always some weird shit. Man, I'm straight, bro. And especially when I'm doing, like, for instance, even working with artists, when I'm doing songs with people, I'm doing more work than everybody. I'm making the beat. from scratch. I'm tracking this shit out, putting it in Pro Tools, I'm rapping, I'm engineering, I'm getting your shit, I'm mixing, I'm doing everything. It's like, nah, I ain't trying to be recording nobody, I'm straight. But if I'm working with artists and that's what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing. But as far as taking on a motherfucker to just record for them, negative.
Bro, I feel like it's too many headaches that come with
bro,
that
that shit a headache, bro.
'Cause we got 2 studio rooms in here, and I see the way the artists treat the engineers
that
in
shit
there.
is
It's
a
like,
headache,
damn.
bro. And then like even, man, the artists fuck around and get beat up for real, dog. That shit is.
I've seen engineers get beat up.
That's what I'm saying, motherfucker. You and that bitch stiff as hell, cause a motherfucker in there bullshit with you. That shit do, man. I'm straight. Long story short, we ain't doing that. I ain't recording nobody but an artist that I'm working with or me. Bottom line.
Yeah.
Simple.
And what do you use for beats now? Is it mostly just software, or do you still use some hardware?
Oh man, it's all MPC.
Okay.
All MPC. No software, all hardware. MPC. Right now, I got the MPC 37.
Okay.
So, but don't get me wrong, I still use anything I got, but I got chord tritons, I got everything. So whatever, I got record players, whatever I hear that sound right that I need to use, I'm using. But to be honest, I ain't using no DAWs no more for real, just cause the difference in the sound. Then don't get me wrong, you can have a PC and versus a Mac and all that, man, I've been doing that shit. I know the difference my whole life. You put that snare through an MPC or you put that 808 through that MPC, you gonna hear a night and day difference. In the end, it's more hands-on, so you able to just get in your bag for real and they can feel you a little bit more. So to answer that question, all hardware, MPCs, keyboards. I ain't working with nothing else right now, but I'm qualified. I work with, I taught myself Reason, I taught myself Fruity Loops, I taught myself, Cubase, I taught myself every goddamn thing. Whatever you can make a Logic Pro, whatever, the MPC software before it was the hardware, everything, shit, you name it, I can make a beat on that shit for sure. So that was another reason I ain't bringing no equipment, cause the iPad, all of that shit. I can make a beat on the phone, all of this shit. So that was another reason I ain't bringing the equipment, because I know I can make a beat, shit, with dinner, whatever I need. And make that shit happen for sure, son.
Why do you feel like a lot of new age producers, they only use software? They probably don't even know how to use
That's
software.
what I feel like that's what they know, or that's what's accessible to them. So, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, it's like programming for, so it's easy. You gotta think, a lot of people, I can't even call them producers, because a lot of people just getting melodies sent from somewhere, and they already got a sound pack that they done downloaded or bought. They got all the dopest sounds, and then all they gotta do is mimic this pattern, and they got action. That is not how the fuck it was for me, dog. Man, I had to buy sounds, man. We had to find sounds, man. Make sounds, man. That shit was hard as hell, dog. I still got fucking SD cards with sounds from my MPCs that I had got and tried to convert them over. Man, like I say, and melodies. Man, I wish I could have got a melody. Shit, you didn't even have the internet to get a melody sent to a motherfucker. Man, they got it too easy. But nevertheless,
do you feel like the music is suffering because it's so accessible?
It's suffering, but they don't know it's suffering. So like most people don't even know the difference between how an MP3 sound versus a wave sound, how much resolution you losing. And people may think it's, all right, bounce that bitch out on MP3, but I can hear the difference. I know what it's doing even when it comes down to mastering. If I had that wave file versus that MP3 file, it's gonna be sonically sound so much more better than what you think. So it's just because like I say, the majority of people is working with DAWs, so they don't even understand the difference between, or a lot of people like, I see a lot of people that still come 2 tracks on a song, and I'm like, damn, y'all ain't tracking it out, that's crazy. So it's just like, everybody workflow different, but for me, I'm tracking everything out. I'm using as much hardware as possible just to get the grittiest sound out of the equipment. And to be honest, like I say, if more people experience what it sounds like to use the hardware versus, not even just the outboard, not even just the keyboards and shit, but like outboard compressors versus using the shit that's in the computer already, man, you will see a sonic difference, and you will damn sure you'll be ready to convert over for sure, or at least use it more in your product. Yeah, that's where I stand with it, so.
Yeah, it sounds like you take a lot of pride in the way that this shit sounds.
It do, bro. I like the way it sounds. Like, with a lot of shit, bro, I do a lot of my music just because I like the music. So, like, I deal with a lot of artists, not for the money, just because I want to make the good music with them. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, everybody want to get paid for their craft. But when it comes down to it, I make the music because I want to hear the good music. I make the beats because I want to hear the beats. I'm not stressing myself out to go make no beat if I'm not feeling it. If I want to make a beat, we're gonna release it. I'm gonna come out. If I want to record on it, I'm gonna record on it. If I hear a different kind of artist that I feel like should be on it, I'm gonna put them on it, and that's just how I create. And shit, I feel like that formula ain't failed me. So, like I say, I go for the music. I just like making the music, and I take pride in making the music. So, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. So you got a placement with Rio, the High Tech and Percocets.
Oh yeah, man, we got more placements than that. You know, this was before it was even placements for real. You know, this shit, wasn't nobody even hearing really what Rio was talking about. So yeah, we definitely got plenty of placements.
How did those all come about? Like you guys were in the studio together? Was it just sending it out to him, or?
Back to my uncle. Here we go. Back to my uncle. So like I say, it was a time when I had my kids, so I wasn't able to just be with all the artists and deal with all the artists. But Unc, you know, he got his hands with a lot of the artists, plenty of the artists, because he out moving around with them. So long story short, by us being a team, I would always send beats in to Unc to get to different artists. So at this time, we had already been working with Rio because we worked with his brother before, and he had threw him on the song before. So we had been working with him. It wasn't nothing, like, we've been working with him, but nevertheless, this was a song that this was a beat I ended up sending him, and this one, that shit really got to getting a little fiery. Motherfuckers hearing that song, like, hey bro, whoever bro is, that shit hard through the city. Like, that's like one of the songs in Flint that really got to going crazy, sounding crazy. So after that, like I said, Flint's so fucking small. You turn the corner, you gonna see everybody you wanna see. You know what I'm saying? You can't miss nobody. So nevertheless, like I said, we keep players with this beat shit and production in Flint, so you gotta come to us if you want that trap, gangster, authentic sound, you know what I'm saying? So nevertheless, we got so much work that we done did, but at the end of the day, this what I will say about it is many times a Flint artist that came up here, ain't no Flint artist ever said nothing about my name, and I done did plenty of production for everybody. So to be all the way honest, I really don't give a fuck about saying nobody else's name or talking about nobody for real, because ain't nobody said my goddamn name, not a JR.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think they ain't shouting you out then?
I mean, at the end of the day, shit, you feel me? It's all good, to be honest, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, that's the whole purpose of getting down here and just putting the light on what I got going on, for real. Because once you go listen to the music, you can do your homework, and you know what I'm saying, the motherfucker go find out exactly who's who or what music sound different, and you know what I'm saying, at a period of time. So to be honest, if you want to hear it, just go listen to some early music. You'll hear a lot of early production, hear World Famous, hear WeWinninMan tags, and you'll know what's going on. But to be honest, like I say, I don't know exactly what the problem is, so we just gonna move past that.
No, understood. So the world famous tag, how'd you guys come up with this?
You wanna know the funny part? So my lung had collapsed, and you was coming back from LA, and we was at my crib, and my daughter, that's my daughter saying it, and she was shy as hell, but she liked the strawberries. So for the whole week, we trying to get her to say Real Famous. We trying to get a new tag. She wouldn't say the shit, so we know what to do. We gonna bribe her with strawberries. So we bribed her with strawberries, and nevertheless, she said it, and she laughed at the end and ran off. So we like, fuck it, we gonna use this tag. So shit, that just became the tag. It sounded good. So man, we done had that tag down there about 15 years.
Shoot.
Yeah, so that tag, infamous. Shit, I don't even really know no other tags I was using before that. Like, we had the Real Famous and JR, but them tags, we weren't really doing too much with them tags. With that Real Famous tag, that's when we really got to doing the work for all the artists in Flint, artists out of Flint, E40, all type, like World Famous. That's the tag we've been using. So.
Yeah, man. All right, so the last few months, Trap Diary 1, Trap Diary 2, probably 2 handfuls of music videos you've been putting out,
No
man.
doubt.
Was that your plan, like going towards the end of the year? Like, man, let me go ahead and flood it, or?
You know, the plan was at the beginning of last year, we're gonna go ahead and throw some music out. We're gonna stand on this shit. We're gonna own this. We're gonna own up to this WeWinninMan shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna motivate the streets, let them know we ain't stopping with this shit, because before that, but like I said, my name WeWinninMan R. So I got a project. I've been dropping projects damn near I've been dropping so many goddamn projects, man. That shit. It's like, goddamn, how many projects a motherfucker gotta drop for a motherfucker to hear? So it's like we came with just a new game plan, and we gonna stick to a strict regimen. We just gonna make the music, put it out, shoot videos, and just keep it rolling. So that's what we end up doing. we look back at the end of the year, we like, damn, we actually put a lot of quality music out and a lot of quality videos. So we like, you know what, 26, we're gonna take it a step further. We're gonna let them know who WeWinninMan is. We're gonna start putting this shit in the light. So at the end of the day, Trap Diary 1, Trap Diary 2 came out for this reason. We had to give them a little bit of insight of what's really going on in Flint, so that when I do get on these screens and get to talking, it's like you're gonna go back and be like, all right, it makes sense, it all makes sense, all right, it makes sense. Then you get to digging a little further, you're like, oh shit, it do make sense. Start digging a little further, you're like, oh, what the hell on, this shit make more sense than it's supposed to. So, we working for sure.
Yeah. And what made you drop the chopped and screwed version for part 2?
Man, that shit hard. I like listening to it chopped and screwed better, more than
For
the
real?
rest. Bro, I swear to God, on the ride here, we listening to it in chopped and screwed. This shit sounds so much doper chopped and screwed to me. It's like, I be on some chill shit for real. So it's like, don't get me wrong, I like making the music. That's just that's how we it's kind of up tempo. That's how we getting it up north. Cause it's like, it's too slow, you kind of bored and shit. You like, turn that shit up. But for some reason, hearing the fast shit turn slow, kind of make you like, hold on, this shit hard as hell. Like, so I don't know, cause then we tapping into other markets. A lot of people not trying to tap into a lot of markets. It's like, don't get me wrong, we know DJ Screw had the chop and screw shit, so it's more so of a paying homage. But then we figuring out the method to what he was doing, and we like, hold on, this shit need. No, if ain't, he ain't here to do it. We finna do this shit. Let's go. So we gonna make sure we bring Texas in on that's family with us. Shit, we gonna make sure we drop Chopped and Screwed on every project for the Texas family, and that's what we on. So Chopped and Screwed gonna be on Trap Diary 3, on shit, everything else from here on out. You expect a Chopped and Screwed version of it. Singles, we doing Chopped and Screwed, everything, cause to be honest, it sound good. And you ain't gotta be on drink to listen to it high. I mean, to listen to it slow. So I like it. That's the crazy part about it. You can smoke you a blunt and vibe out to it, but I like it slow.
Did you chop and screw it yourself?
Man, I chopped and screwed it, but his ass, this how we be doing, man. Motherfuckers be doing so much homework with the craft. He got to watching DJ Screw documentaries, and all of a sudden he done got to going down a wormhole and then figured out really the method to how he was doing it with the equipment. So shit, we bought the equipment and did the same thing.
Oh, shit.
So we doing the same exact shit that he doing. Like I said, we engineers, so ain't no point in outsourcing that shit. We going to do. Put it like this: we got a template set up, we got everything ready to make Chopped and Screwed for everything. So
That's hard right there.
yeah,
These
we
folks
doing
ain't
it all
that.
out, everything. Put it like this: one band show. Ain't nobody doing nothing else. No production. I got my audio. I mean, I got my videographer with me right now. So as far as everything else, we audio engineering everything. We're producing everything, mixing, mastering everything, packaging everything up. Merch, we doing everything, 100%. So WeWinninMan Records. That's what we on.
There it is, man.
Yeah, that's what we on.
Is there a single that you pushing right now, or you kind of just throwing everything out there and letting the fans pick?
I let the fans pick, but what I do is I drop the project, and don't get me wrong, there'll be certain songs that we listen to a little bit more so than others, but like I say, I'm a fan of my music myself, so yeah, I got certain songs that I listen to more on projects, but I just kind of like, I like keep making music, because that shit down there be old to me now. It's like,
Yeah, by the time you drop it, it probably is old to
yeah, that
you.
shit do, because you gotta think, I'm mixing it, I'm mastering it, I'm picking it
Yeah,
up.
you hearing this shit probably 50, 100
Man,
times
I'm
before it even
hearing
comes
that
out.
shit so much. Don't get me wrong, I like it. I love listening to the music, but it's always like I'm experiencing more shit. So it's like, hold on, I got some emotions. I gotta go let this shit out. I got a beat. Like right now, man, you don't understand the beat that I'm finna make when I get back to the crib, man. We just found one of our old sound kits with some snares in it on the way here. I'm like, wait till I get back to the crib. I'm finna make about 10, 20 beats just with that snare alone. So I make my music off just the life and experiences and how I'm feeling. So I might be talking about how me and you was just chopping it up on the next day. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know it's gonna flow through me. And that's the best music to me, and that's why I like doing it that way. So
That's some real lifestyle shit, man.
The lifestyle, you feel me? And that's why, like I said, the old shit be cool, but it's like I did that last month. I'm off that. We don't even want to talk about that no more. We on this right now. So that's what it be for me. It ain't like the music, like like it's less hard to me. It's like, it's still hard as hell to me. It's just when I know I got some shit inside of me, and it's like I steady progress it, even if it's on the mastering level, making it sound better or figuring out a different way to compress a snare or a different way to use an 808 or something. It's like I'm always listening. Like even on the way here, I'm in the car listening to a certain project and I'm like, hold on, I think I could do this with this 808 now. So it's like, hold on, if we thought the shit I was having hard, wait till I get back, I got a new batch ready for y'all. So that's just how I be with the music for real.
And what's your creative process like? Do you write your raps? Do you just punch in, or?
You know, it's so crazy. It depends on how I feel for real. So just like with the beats, it depends on what equipment I want to use. Most of the times when I do rap, it's just whatever come to my head. I get probably 4, 8 bars together. Or sometimes I can come up with the whole song in my head and then put it together. Or sometimes I might got a hook. Or sometimes I have a melody of a beat in my head. Go drop the melody. Once I drop the melody, all right, hold on, okay, I think I got a hook to this. It's like, with me, it's really puzzle pieces. I ain't really got no set way on how it go, but I know I don't write shit down for sure. So, like I say, some days I can come up with a whole 16. Other days, fuck a whole 16. I'm only finna do 8 of these bitches and I get the rest of them out. Other days, if I'm feeling the beat and feeling like this shit so hard, I'll do the whole song. Other days, like I say, I could fuck around and put 4 bars on it, don't come back to the song till a week later. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on how I'm feeling, but definitely ain't writing.
And what's the chemistry like when you guys are cooking up in the studio together?
Man, fuck him, I don't like being in the studio. And I suck shit. No, Unky, it's funny because we similar as hell in a lot of ways, so we nonchalant about a lot of shit, so I ain't really getting no reactions out of him in the studio or shit. Same with me, we ain't really giving too many reactions, but we get excited as hell over certain shit we hear or sounds or shit like that, like some shit he had been and did. I'm like, hold the fuck on, you tripping real quick, or it'd be the same thing. So that kind of shit excite us or something, but for the most part, we ain't in the studio all the time. He got his own studio, I got my own studio building. So if we need to be in each other's studio building, we in each other's studio building. He got his own studio, I got my own studio. So for me, I honestly record a lot alone. Not saying that I'm alone a lot. So, I mean, that's most, but I ain't got no problem with being around a lot of artists. It's just, I be alone a lot, so I just kind of record alone a lot. I make a lot of beats by myself. Middle of the night, it seems like, for some reason, that shit be way doper than in the daytime. I don't know if it's because it's quiet as hell, but that middle of the night shit be so motherfucking dope.
A lot of musicians say that too.
No,
right?
I don't know what it is, bro, like 2, 3, 4.
2, 3 o'clock in the morning, that's when
That shit real. Then you know it's real as hell that next morning you hit play on that bitch and that shit coming through. You feeling like, nah, I did it. That's really the ultimate, cause it's some shit I'd make in the studio. That shit sound chatty as hell to me that night. I listen to that shit the next day like, hold on, that shit hard as hell. Like, look, I think I did one on that one. So it do be, you know what I'm saying? Just methods of madness for real.
So is the next project gonna be Trap Diary 3 then?
Yeah, we got the cover ready
Oh, you
already.
got the cover
Man,
ready?
we got the artwork ready already, and it's so crazy. That's the next project coming out, but there's also projects in between there that's gonna come on. So it's more so figuring out the dates and getting everything lined up to do promotion to make sure everybody hear it. Cause it's like, don't get me wrong, I love making music, but shit, I don't want to keep making a bunch of music for 2 motherfucking listeners. So we got to expand this shit. So I mean, if it take more interviews to get more exposure before we put Trapper Die 3 out, or before we get to the rest of them projects, that's what we're gonna do. So if I gotta come see you again, Haze, shit, I'll see you again. We gotta get these numbers up, cause I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I've been doing music forever. This is what I've been doing. This is my passion. This is what I give a fuck about doing. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. This is what I give a fuck about doing. So it's like when you sitting back and goddamn, you got a handful of listeners, and I mean, a handful of listeners know what's going on with you and know how dope it is, but what can they do to help you? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, I got to put the light on me to make sure these handful of listeners I can get another handful of listeners, so it can make it a little easier to put this Trap Diary 3 out, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm funding everything, I'm doing everything alone, so it's like at the end of the day, shit, we want to see some numbers spike up or at least, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to get it there, but like I said, if we got to do more interviews, we're going to do more interviews, and Trap Diary 3 on the way. Artwork ready,
Okay.
damn near we on, so just know we working for sure.
Is there one song that you sitting on that you really stuck on? Like, all right, this is the one.
I got a handful of them. I ain't gonna lie. It's just like I say, I gotta put myself in certain positions before I can release them in the light that I want to release in. Cause I feel like I feel like I know the shit I'm on. I'm thinking bigger than what could be offered to me right now. So, and then if I package this shit up wrong, a motherfucker can't receive it the right way. Cause that's just like, it's like, this the analogy I put it as in Flint. It's like, I'm trying to sell a Lamborghini on one of our side streets, and our main streets ain't even shit. So it's like I'm trying to sell a product in a place that don't got the fucking money to be paying for this shit. So it's like the best way to figure out to get customers is to go find these customers.
Yeah.
So that's why we here. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you, we gonna get somewhere for damn sure. So it's all about just keep on working and making this shit make sense so that we winning, man. It's just like for instance, my face is more recognizable than my name is in the city. A motherfucker know my face and know I'm like, who is you? Or don't you? Or you would know I'm something, but motherfucker can't pinpoint it. It's just because I'm always in my little bubble. I'm always just making my music, putting it out. I ain't got in front of no cameras. I ain't said nothing. I ain't talked to nobody. So shit, the majority rules right now. Yeah, can't keep letting the majority rule. We gotta, you know what I'm saying, show that we out here for real. Show that we winning, man. Records, we working for real. And let them motherfucker go do their homework on all these projects. So just because I'm saying we winning, man, when you go do your homework, you can go look at WeWinninMan R. That was the name before WeWinninMan. And that's where I probably got about 10, 15 projects and that name alone out. And shit, once you go there, you'll start digging a little further. But for the most part, the WeWinninMan R and the WeWinninMan, I feel like if you on a road trip, you'll be able to get through the whole road trip just off them two names. WeWinninMan R and WeWinninMan. Cause I'ma tell you, that little 12-hour trip, I was listening to some other shit at first and I'm like, man, that shit got me sleepy. I turned my shit on and I'm like, shit, we in bag. Nah, I draw that whole bitch by myself. Just came back from Miami. I got my cameraman with me. He sleep to half the time and he using the camera. I had to do the whole ride. We ain't even been to Waffle House shit. When we leave here, we gotta go to Waffle House and go back to the crib. That's what's going on, guys. And passing out some old merch. That's what we doing.
Okay.
That's what's going on right now.
Where can people get the merch at?
You can get merch at shopwewinninman.com. That's the website. Or you can go to Instagram and just DM me at WeWinninMan.com. I mean, at WeWinninMan. So, long story short, them the two places you can get them, man. It's gonna be packaged up, sealed and dealt, ready for you. Good quality, everything. I'm mad that I had brung some, but I gave it out. It was some. It was hectic until you don't even know, but we ended up just giving it out to a few people that was on the street. So I feel like I'll see you again. Don't worry about it. But I definitely got cards, and we're gonna make sure everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah. What's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now?
Stay focused. Don't be having no babies, John. And the reason I say that, cause motherfuckers just told me don't have no baby, John. They ain't give me no, like.
They didn't tell you why,
They
right?
ain't tell me why, nigga. That girl gonna figure out what she wanna do. You gonna be trying to do what you wanna do. Boy, you ain't gonna be able to go do no, man. Just don't have no kids, you know. Wait till you about a good 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Then you can bust them out, cause I promise you, cause like my kids so old, it's like they didn't grow up with me type shit. And it's like they watching me finally go do what I've been wanting to do my whole life, cause I done sat the shit still to be a parent. So it's like, nah, you don't wanna do that. You wanna have fun while you young and turned, man, and just get it in right then and there, man. So my advice is, don't have no kids young. It's like stay in school. Fuck all that. Stay in school for real, but just stay in school. You ain't, for me, I wouldn't be trying to excel to be the greatest person. I would be trying to get through and figure out what's my life passion, what's gonna help me get to where I need to be in life to grow old and be comfortable and not just be an employee. So it's like, just find out what's really good for you and just try to keep respect for real. You know what I'm saying? That's really the main thing. So it's like, this is what we gonna say. Don't have no kids, have respect. finish school so you can have the little accolades, but go do what you want to do so you ain't got to be working underneath nobody. Yeah, that's the best advice I can give you. Follow your dreams and stay focused. That's that.
Nah, well said right there, bro.
That's that.
Keep God first.
Yeah, keep God first. I'm going to tell you, because, boy, if you ain't got God, you're going to be fucked up. And on some real shit, that's why a lot of people fucked up now, because the spirituality, like, gone. Like, motherfuckers fucked up for real. So, yeah, keep God first for sure. So, that's what it is.
No, for sure, man. Any shout outs you want to give before we wrap it up? Get
Nope.
bro?
I ain't got it. No, I'm just talking shit. No, shout out my people, man. Shout out my parents. Shout out my family. Shout out my family I created, and shout out my family that created me. That's really all I got to say. I ain't really got no shout out. Shout out to Unc. Shout out to Flint. Shout out to WeWinninMan Records. Shout out to my cameraman. Nigga, I ain't got no shout outs. Fuck everybody for real, bro. It's family. That's all my shout outs, bro, for real. To be all the way honest. My family, bro. The family that made me and the family I created. Bottom line. Shout out to you for having me here and this, turning this shit up. So that's what we on.
Yeah, I got some houses. Yeah, I got some whips. Yeah, I get a whole thing and bust it down to temps. I get paid more